Welcome back to another workout video. Today we're training back, home style of course, due to lockdown and COVID restrictions. I hope you all enjoy. Okay, so the exercises we're going to be focusing on today are the backpack pullover, the single arm pullover, the one arm bag row, the box row, the pulse can row, and the back extension. Okay, first exercise, backpack pullover. As you can see, my backpack that I'm using is weighted. It's got magazines and stuff like that I can find around the house inside it, just to add a bit of weight. Obviously it isn't a very heavy weight, so you really do have to try and focus. Some of the main things that you'll be looking at is that my feet stay planted flat to the ground. As you can see, I just altered it a little bit. And all I'm doing is nice slow repetitions, really trying to engage them lats into the motion. Other safety features about this exercise, just make sure that you're keeping your back in line with your head, make sure everything's nice and flat to the ground, core is tightened up, and just make sure you're doing it more slowly. So on this exercise I've chose to do 3 sets of 10, that's just to make sure that it's inside the hypertrophy rep range or the building muscle rep range. 10's also a great number in case you are wanting to boost that weight up a little bit. Onto the second exercise, and the famous spaghetti cans are back out. Here we're doing a single arm lateral pullover, but with cans obviously for that slight resistance. This exercise isn't about the resistance though, so don't worry about trying to find something really heavy. It's all about the stretch and how much you can elongate that muscle. So safety point is about this exercise because everyone loves the safety aspect. Okay, so feet flat to the ground, keeping the body once again nice and flat to the ground as well. Make sure the head, the lower back, everything's connected. I choose to keep my knees up in the air just because then you can tilt your pelvis under, which makes it a lot easier to keep the abs engaged. And on this exercise I decided to do 3 sets of 12. This is mainly because it's a light exercise and we need to be focusing on the stretch more than anything. Exercise number 3, and I'm done a one arm row, but instead of the conventional way of doing it with a bench and a dumbbell, I'm doing it with my sofa and a weighted bag. Safety point is in this exercise, so we need to make sure we keep bending our front arm and our back leg, obviously the one that's attached to the floor. We also need to make sure that our head, neck, back and bum are all in a line as well. Then we'll give it a turn and we'll go on to the other side. Little tip on this exercise, try and keep that elbow as close to the body as you can. It's just going to help when you're trying to squeeze that back, and obviously that's what we need through the rhomboids. And on this exercise we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10, so that's 10 reps each side 3 times. Fourth exercise, and I've got my trusty box back out filled with magazines. So on this one we need to bend our knees, pick the box up to straight position and then bend back down, all thinking about that neutral spine that I keep banging on about, keeping the head, neck and back and bum all in line. So on this exercise we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10, just because we can put the weight up if we want to, but considering we're using plastic boxes and household items, I wouldn't recommend going too heavy on this one. So just a little close-up angle of the exercise here, just so you can really get that gauge of when I mean squeeze. You can see my rhomboids are coming together and my elbows are staying nice and tight to the body. Pulse row, but with cans. I won't lie, this one does feel a bit strange at first, but once you get the hang of it, it does feel beneficial. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're squeezing them rhomboids by lifting your arms up off the ground and away from the body. Obviously it's another exercise where it's very low weight and minimal movement as well, so what you want to make sure you do is the 3 sets of 12 that I've set on this one, just to make sure that you get the absolute most you can out of each rep. Back extension, a crucial exercise to make sure that lower back is nice and strong. We're doing 3 sets of 10 on this, just nice slow reps to make sure that you're really feeling it in that lower back area. Last little variant, just to show that if you do have any mobility issues at all, you can still do the exercise just as effectively as everybody else.